So, after dragging their feet with the Brujos/Elagos episodes, it's finally time to change directions into new story territory. Hooray! Our new driving force is Ash has to bury the book where it all began. That's right, the cabin. Oh, and Ash now has a Nintendo Power Glove, I guess. Lucy and Amanda show up at the Brujos. What do you know? Just missed them. They search the place and hear the putting of the Delta in the distance. They were really close to catching them. In fact, if they got in Ruby's super muscle car, they could probably catch up to him without much trouble at all. Something to think about. The evil is fast approaching the Brujos, and a spooky ghost lady appears for a moment. I'm not sure what was going on there, but this is a false alarm because the evil comes to life via the Brujos' skeleton. Naturally, Amanda is of no help. The evil skeleton gets a hold of Ruby and accuses her of being a double-crosser. She'll never get the book for herself, it says. Wait, so Ruby had a deal with the evil? And she tried to double-cross them? Oh wow, that takes some balls. I wonder if her deal was that she gets her sister back if she gives them the book. Something like that. The evil has had enough and drags Ruby into the fire, resulting in an explosion of flames. Oh man, is this really the end for Lucy? I kinda doubt it. This seems ambiguous enough for them to make it easy for her to come back later. Amanda isn't interested in finding out and is quickly on the road, but unfortunately the hand is missing. It looks like she's on her own. At a roadside diner, Ash is chowing down on some pancakes. Must be nice having two hands for a change.
Damn, Jefe, you hungry?
And the next step in their journey is very clear. All roads lead to the cabin. The gang want to join him, but Ash doesn't want them to come along, feeling that it's too dangerous. And in the end, Ash decides to think about it. I don't know if these guys are ready for pure evil yet. Then Lim, a dirty old friend of Ash, shows up at the table and asks for a word with him. We see that outside Amanda is watching. They're so close to each other. They're going to join the plots. It's going to happen! His pal invites Ash to check out a camp nearby, luring him in with the promise of sweet weapons to check out. Seems worth investigating. Pablo and Kelly are dealing with the awkwardness of what happened during her time as an Elagos, namely her trying to seduce and kill Pablo. She feels bad but doesn't really remember any of it. Pablo is torn up. He obviously still likes her. He wants to know, was any of it a part of her? You know, does she actually like him? But she is cut off by Ash's return before she can answer. He reluctantly pays for the grub and sends the kids off to wait in the trailer. Outside, Amanda calls her boss. Since she isn't on active duty, she isn't supposed to do anything. He is surprisingly receptive, buying her story. But don't do anything until he gets there. Right. Pablo and Kelly continue to deal with the tension, and maybe we'll finally get an answer. Kelly thinks that Pablo is sweet and pure, and that the demon twisted these feelings into what we saw. So, no love connection, only demon lust. Sorry, Pablo. Pablo tries to brush it off and play it cool, sitting on a trunk.
That makes total sense, of course. Fuck that demon.
Suddenly his amulet starts shaking and a banging is heard from the chest, which it turns out is where they keep the book. Seems the book and the necklace are at odds, and even though it's obviously a bad idea, they open the chest anyway. The book lunges out and attacks Pablo, and it's pretty cool, with the return of the face mostly used from Army of Darkness. Ash is still in the diner and propositions Nancy the waitress, as he doesn't have the cash to pay for the bill. She shows off her husband and Ash is unfazed.
Yeah, gotcha. We gotta keep this on the down low.
Asking to meet her in the bathroom in 3. At the trailer, Pablo thinks of different ways to destroy the book, but Kelly talks him out of it, saying Ash doesn't want it destroyed. Pablo then considers that Kelly also doesn't want it destroyed, and in fact wants more of the Deadites to show up, driven by revenge to kill as much of the evil as she can. I'd say she's due for some revenge personally. Ash is off to the bathroom, still pursued by Amanda. She decides to go in by herself after all. What a shock. She's tired of waiting, and I agree with her on that at least. In the bathroom, Ash is waiting, and there's a kid taking a dump for some reason. The door opens and reveals Amanda, who thinks she's finally gotten Ash, but they fight for the gun. Ash has the upper hand, knocking the gun away, but Amanda wins in the end and puts him under arrest, for real this time. Amanda escorts Ash through the restaurant just as Amanda's boss shows up. She pins everything on him. Ash is in disbelief hearing this.
Say what?
True or not, her boss believes her and decides to take Ash in himself. Ash tries to stop him, saying he's the only one that can fight it. Just in time for the evil to show up and cause some mayhem. The evil blows through the window, already killing a couple people in the death gust. Before they can escape, Amanda's boss is possessed, and for some unfathomable reason, the dumb kid runs through and gets mangled in the blades of a fan. What the hell was he thinking? And who is that kid? Your life was too short, random kid taking a dump. Now the waitress is also possessed. Ash reveals a knife in his new hand, stabbing her, and saving Amanda from her boss as well. With some quite perfect timing, Pablo and Kelly are there to give Ash his trademark weapons. Teamwork!
What, you never saw a guy with a chainsaw hand before?
Ash works on taking the boss down while Pablo slides John Woo style, unloading a clip into the waitress. It proves ineffective, so now it's Kelly's turn. She takes the waitress and jams her head into a deli slicing machine, grinding it out. This part was super over the top and awesome. Credit for them being able to come up with exciting new ways to take down the deadies. And if that's not enough, Kelly grabs a hammer and proceeds to beat the hell out of it.
I'm just warming up.
Damn, girl! In the woods, Lim is running scared, and he calls his friend Crosby, trying to tell him what happened. They're going to need to arm up. The end is coming. Though it looks like it's too late for Lim. Bet you Lim is going to be a problem next week. Back at the diner, Ash and the gang get ready to head out, and Amanda and Ash have a heart-to-heart. She sort of gets what's going on now. At least she knows the truth about Ash. He offers for her to join them in the fight, and he has a momentary fantasy about her. Uh-oh, are they going to get together? Then she reluctantly joins the team. Guess you can't deny Ash's charm. So this was a really great episode, and it's exciting to see the show back on track. The plot was still very simple and still only took place in one location, but thanks to interesting character scenes leading to the action in the second half, it works. This episode shows that it is possible to make a compelling episode with only a few elements or sets to work with. They really went all out with the action this time, and it was just plain exciting to watch. Okay, that's it for now, but I can't wait for next week's episode. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, or you can tweet me at FoundFlix. Until next time, thanks for watching.